Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Aisha Howard here with Ron Jones. So Ron, a major story developing in the presidential campaign tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Aisha. We're going to begin with some breaking news tonight, folks. One of President Trump's closest advisors has tested positive for the coronavirus, and the president and first lady are going into quarantine. They're going to quarantine themselves right now. The president tweeted this just moments ago, saying his aide, Hope Hicks, tested positive, and the president and first lady have been tested. Now, to put this into perspective, Hope Hicks is among the highest profile members of the administration to test positive. She traveled with him to a rally just yesterday. It's one of several times that she traveled with him this week, including on Marine One. She is the closest aide to Trump to test positive so far. So once again, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump are waiting for their test results and will start the quarantine process.